afternoon, everyone. You are now tuned in to Situations the podcast, and I'm your host, Kelvin.
And I'm your co-host, Miss Deanna. What's up, everybody?
Deanna, how you doing today?
I'm doing good, and you?
Good. Okay, today we should have a very interesting show for today.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I had something totally planned different for us today,
Okay.
but I got off path, I got off course due to the fact of some stuff that I saw, and
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't really believe what I was actually seeing and what I was
Okay.
actually hearing. So that puts on a different path for today. All right.
Okay.
So today's topic is it appropriate to charge your guests to attend your wedding?
Ooh.
That's today's topic. Let me repeat that one more
Okay.
time. Is it appropriate to charge your guests to attend your wedding? That's today's topic. And the phone lines are open. Okay. You want to be a part of this show, you want to have some feedback, you want to give your rebuttal, you can do so. You can call us at 773-226-5827. Once again, that's 773-226-5827. All right. So, Deanna, what do you think about that? Just the title alone.
I don't know. I guess I'm kind of split on it, 50-50.
Okay.
In one regard, it's, the most amazing day of your life, and you want to share it with family and friends. So that makes it intimate and personal. So in that regard, I would say no. But on the flip side, people be saying they want to be a part of something, they want to be in some, and you have them RSVP, and they're accountable and stuff like that, and things have to be paid for, and then people be no shows and everything else like that. So
Right.
then you left
But
covering everything.
a wedding? I mean, how are you going to charge somebody to be in a wedding? To attend
Right.
your wedding, not be in your wedding. I'm sorry. Let me make sure I state the facts. You
Okay.
charging somebody to attend your wedding. But
Like a cover charge, like a club or
yes,
something.
yes,
I ain't with it.
right. So the reason I chose this topic today,
Mm-hmm.
like I said, we had something totally scheduled different for the day. But when I saw this, I felt that this is something that needed to be discussed or something that needed to be talked about. So I changed the whole format for today. Okay.
Okay.
And not only did I change the format, I got
Mm-hmm.
concrete evidence to support everything that we're going to talk about today. All right.
Okay.
All
Mm-hmm.
right. So what I'm going to do now is, before I even get into any more dialogue,
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to play this. And I want you to listen
Okay.
to this and I want you to watch this.
Okay.
Me and my fiance, we are getting married, right? And to be a part of our wedding, you have to pay $450 for a ticket, and that's for each guest. So we invited friends and family to our wedding. Tell me why everybody that we invited has declined the invitation. We already have spent 100, maybe almost close to $200,000 on the wedding.
Well, I'm going to stop it right there for 1 second.
Okay.
First of all, did you hear him clearly?
I do.
Okay. First of all, what is spunt? That's number
Right.
one. That tells me a lot about who this dude is. He said they already spunt $100-some thousand.
And
What
if
is
you guys chose to spend that amount, that's on you. That's not on any guest or anything.
absolutely? So my take was, when I saw this, I was
Mm-hmm.
under the impression, well, what are you trying to do? Recoup the 100,000 or 200,000 that they spent?
Pretty much.
Okay, but here we go. I'm gonna let him finish telling the
Okay.
story.
Okay.
We have already pre-ordered the cake. We already put down a deposit for the venue. We've already got the wedding dress, everything. We pay for everything for the wedding, DJ, photographer, everything for the wedding. And what I don't understand is that y'all spend 400 more money on stupid stuff, but you can't come out to support your family and your friends at the wedding. Like, tell me if I'm wrong. Tell it, like, is we wrong? We like let me know. Let me know. Because y'all pay for tickets Beyonce tickets, $1,000 tickets. Y'all going to go meet Chris Brown for $1,000 something. But when it comes to your friends and your family, you can't pay the ticket. Like these weddings ain't cheap. Like the weddings ain't cheap. Like what's going on? Like I don't get it. Like let us know, are we wrong for charging for a wedding? Like I really really want to know.
Okay, I'm gonna go first, Deanna.
Okay.
He want to know if he wrong. You dead ass wrong. That's number one. Number one, you worry about the wrong thing. Worry about what
Right.
people do with their money. If that's their money, they can do what they want with their money. But
Right.
you're dead wrong. You and your fiance are dead wrong to try to charge $450 to have someone attend your wedding. You know, uh, another take I have on this, he stated that weddings are expensive. Okay, weddings are expensive. But if this wedding, why spend over your budget? Why would you
Right.
need a $200,000 wedding if you can't afford it?
Right.
That's just my take on it. You know, furthermore, why would you spend 100,000 to 200,000 on a wedding? Period.
Right.
It don't take all that. If you want people to spend $450 to attend your wedding, and then he talking about everybody decline, quite naturally they're
Right.
gonna decline. Ain't
Of
nobody gonna pay
course.
that to attend no wedding. You know, what's your take?
I'm in agreement with you. I mean, it's ridiculous. And what made him think about this? You know what I'm saying? What made him even think to do this? So many people are doing stuff for clout. And if people would have paid and they would have pulled it off, he'd have been like, he just would have been, clouting about it. Like, yeah, we had this wedding and we spent
Right,
this much and we had our guests pay this much or whatever. It's like people are sucking the love out of everything. That's the most important thing in this union, supposed to be the love, celebration of family and friends witnessing your love and being a part of it with you.
right.
You're taking all of that out and turning it into a damn commercialized scene.
Yeah, absolutely insane to me. He talking about $450. Everybody must pay $450 to attend his wedding. Like I said, he can only be doing that to try to recoup some of the finances that he spent
Well, it looked
for
like
this
it's just
particular
gonna be
wedding.
him and it looked like it's just gonna be him and her.
Right. He talking about he done already put the money down for the hall, the photographer, and all this and that. But you need to try to go recoup that and go down to City Hall somewhere and get
But
paid.
hey, if that's what you want to do, then guess what? Y'all pay for the wedding that y'all wanted, so y'all enjoy y'all day.
And pretty much. But that'll be one wedding I definitely wouldn't be attending.
I wouldn't either.
Okay, so with that being said, well, we already tapped on question number one. Question number one is it appropriate to charge a guest to attend a wedding? Well, we already know what the answer to that is because we already gave our opinion on that,
Right.
which is absolutely absurd to me.
It is.
Okay, uh, next question. What are some alternatives to charge guests to attend weddings? Are there any alternatives? Do you think there are any alternatives, rather?
No. I
None
mean,
at
I
all.
would say the party, you got to get your dress or your tux, just the party, the wedding party is different things that they have to do, and pay for.
Yeah, that
But
too.
everybody else is coming in support. I mean, some alternatives to be, I mean, if they wanted to have a money box or a money tree or,
Right.
put out a registry, different things that people do, for gifts and stuff like that, that's
Or
fine.
or try to dumb down your guest list, and
Right.
make it a smaller list. That way you don't have to
Right.
be such a big, huge finance.
Right. Right.
That's the only thing I can think of. I
But
mean,
that's
but
what I'm saying. It's like it just seems like he's doing it for show. So he want the most people, you know, that's gonna attend, but ain't nobody attending. Look like it.
right. He said everybody declined already.
Exactly.
So
So
what? But I
everybody can't be wrong.
absolutely. So I wonder what was he actually thinking? Did he actually think he was gonna be able to pull something like that off? Because normally, what the guest list is, what, 100 people, maybe 150 people,
Right.
200 people.
Right.
You
Right.
know, and if he could pull $450 off per person, he probably gonna try to invite the whole the community.
Right.
You know, that's not what it's about.
It's not.
Uh,
And
you
then
know,
was on there with no damn haircut. Boy,
right.
go sit your ass down.
But then,
Go
like I
back
say,
to the drawing board.
right, and then what I say, and then when I heard him say they already spun, I'm like,
Yeah.
what the hell is that? What do that mean?
I would love to see the comments of that video wherever he posted it at. Cause
This was
baby, I know
this
they lit
guy.
into him.
It was I think it originated on uh TikTok. The
But I'm
video.
sure that was comments.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. I just couldn't. I couldn't. It was so many people talking about this scenario. I couldn't find
Yeah.
the original.
Right.
I couldn't find the original from him. You know, because
Okay.
I wanted to know his name. I wanted to know everything. I wanted to get some of the comments and see what people were saying, but I couldn't find the original because there was so many of them out there. Because
Right.
everybody is talking about this particular situation. You know,
Yeah.
crazy. Okay, next question.
But it was like he
But
still got a reaction on it. So I
oh
don't
yeah,
know. Hopefully he was monetized because he definitely could have made some money off this topic.
yeah, absolutely. I didn't even I didn't even look at it that way.
So he should have looked at it like that. It's still a win for you. You got a bag off.
But let me ask you this then: what should
Okay.
he have done to manage his wedding costs without having to charge guests? What you think he should have done?
I mean, like we said, he could have just stayed within a certain budget. There's nice things out there as far as decor and the food choices and you know different DJs, the amount of time of availability that you require people's services, the spacing, everything,
Right?
all of that.
Because I can assure you, he probably could have pulled a wedding off and gave it that $100,000 look
Hmm.
versus spending $100,000.
Right.
You know, because I promise you, I could have gave him some event planners and decorators to put his wedding together, and I can assure you, it
Hmm.
wouldn't have cost him 100 to 200,000.
Right.
But that's the world we live in today. Is all everybody everybody worried about the dollar. Everybody trying to make a
Right.
quick buck, and that's not even what the wedding is supposed to be about.
It's
You
not. It's
you
not.
charging more than a concert ticket.
Right.
Shit.
And then these supposed to be your loved ones and your friends and people. You know what I'm saying? Like you want them to feel comfortable coming to sharing your day too. That's what it's supposed to be about. Not y'all coming to see us. Y'all got to pay.
Right. You making your guests. Now your guests got to have a budget. They got to have $450 to come see you. They got to spend.
Exactly.
They got to spend $200-300 on a suit, 150 $200 on a pair of shoes. Got to get the hat
Right.
done. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Right.
When
They
it's
got
all
to
said,
do everything
right,
they got to do.
right. When it's all said and done, they just spent over $1,000 already.
Absolutely. Them people was like, hell no.
Right. Okay.
Oh, that's
Um,
funny.
let me see. I'm gonna ask you this
Okay.
question. It says, "How should I handle guests who are offended by the idea of paying to attend a wedding? How should he have handled the guest that was offended by that?"
I mean, to me, he should have just talked in a normal, lower, respectable tone, first off.
Right.
Because, I mean, you could tell from just how he responded there that he probably was popping off at people.
Right.
And then he probably didn't even care about people's financial situation, their current status, and what was even going on why they didn't want to pay the $450 or couldn't pay the $450 if that was the case.
Right.
So
Yeah.
there was no, to me, he couldn't have done anything different because he don't have no empathy
None
anyway. He
whatsoever.
just he just want what he want, and that's the demeanor that I got from him from watching the video.
Right. Yeah. You got to have some
And he's
empathy.
saying, and he's pocket watching, like you said, and talking about y'all paying for this, paying for that. I'm sure everybody he know ain't go to the Renaissance thing. I like Beyonce, but I ain't want to pay for no ticket and went to a concert.
Right.
I haven't spent $1,000 to go see nobody.
Yeah, I don't know what he was thinking with that. That was a totally bad move. That's a bad move on his part and his fiance part for thinking they'd be able to pull that off.
Yeah.
Okay, next question. Can I charge a guest a fee for certain wedding relations instead of the wedding itself?
Like what?
Like for an example, like the pre-wedding. If you want to do a pre-wedding, or if you want to do a bridal shower, a bachelor party, things of that nature. I'm guessing he's just trying to figure out ways to benefit from his event.
I
But
mean, well, the whole thing is it all depends on where it's at. What if it's a destination wedding or they have it in another city? People got to fly there. They still got to have money if they going out.
right, right. That's
I
what I'm
mean,
saying.
I don't know. If they did have something, a bachelor party or bachelorette party, and they like, we want to get food, we want to get this, so we would love for people to help pitch in or whatever. Since we did spend so much for the wedding, that would be a
Right.
different way to say that, and everybody put in, I don't know, $50 or $100 for the, I don't know.
You know, honestly, I don't think they really thunk this through. You
Me
know,
neither.
this was just some fly off the handle type stuff. For him to, and then for
Right,
him to go spend that type of money already, everything is already
right,
paid for, and now you
right.
trying to charge the guests. Ain't nobody gonna be there but you and your wife, homie,
Look,
and the photographer
guess
and the
what?
DJ.
Look, guess what? We ain't coming, damn it.
Right, right. So from the way it looks, the only people that are gonna be in attendance is the preacher, the
That's what I
DJ,
said.
and the photographer, and him and his wife. You know,
Yeah.
for that type of price, shit. Who you think gonna spend $450 to attend a wedding?
I
I'm
don't
not.
know.
I'm
It
not
just
even
seemed
spending no
like
$450 to attend a concert,
it seemed
let
like
alone
it's
a
some
wedding.
animosity somewhere in there. Maybe he was inviting haters. You know how people be having people in their life, they really don't like each other. It's always low digs and stuff like that. And it's like, yeah, I'm finna stun on these and I'm charging this and I'm doing that. It's like, I don't know. I just didn't see the love in it at all. That's
No,
just my take on it.
I couldn't see it. I don't, and I still don't see it. I wish him
Right.
luck though. I wish him nothing but the
Yeah.
best. So with that even being said,
Hmm.
since he's trying to make money for his wedding, is it appropriate to even ask the guests to pay for their meals?
I would see him doing that. I would see him doing that.
I
But I'm
mean,
just like, when you're planning the wedding, I thought all of that went into that.
right. That's what it's supposed to. All the
Because if
wedding.
y'all spent 200,000, 100,000, the food ain't included, what the hell was y'all paying for? Uh gold lion heads and statues and shit. I'm trying to
Right,
find out.
right. Yeah, it makes no sense to me. But let me ask you
If you
this.
spent all of that, yeah. Go
But
ahead.
let me ask you this here.
Hmm.
What if that was the only way he'd be able to have this type of wedding if he was able to charge his guests?
Well, then he's not gonna have no wedding because you can't make people pay for something
Right.
that they want to pay for. So
Absolutely.
if everybody's saying no, he has his answer.
Yeah. I mean, if you have to, if you banking on people to pay $450, it's not the type of wedding you should be trying to throw.
And
This
then
is
my whole
definitely
thing is like you said, they didn't think it through clearly because you should have been asking the people before you started putting down deposits and holding stuff. And some things, the deposits may not be refundable because you didn't lock in that date when they could have gave that to somebody else. They're not giving you all no money back.
right. Yeah.
So you should have been calling around, asking people when you got your guest list together. Hey, this is the plan that we're proposing. Uh, this is what we want you guys to pay. How do you feel about that? That would have been the right way. At least, even if people was gonna say no, they would have been like, he was thoughtful enough to even ask us first. Versus,
Right.
this is what y'all need to do.
Right.
So they like,
That's
hell
definitely a
no.
route.
Yeah. So he didn't think it clearly. He didn't consult anyone. He just had a twisted plan in his mind, and he was like, "It's gonna work."
Yeah. Well, we see the direction that wedding is headed in. Then,
Exactly. A dream deferred.
but you know what though? I wanna hear that again. I wanna hear that one more time. I got the, you know, this shit took me out. Hold on.
Me and my fiance, we are getting married, right? And to be a part of our wedding, you have to pay $450 for a ticket, and that's for each guest. So we invited friends and money on stupid.
Wait a minute. Hold on. I'm gonna back that up. I want you to hear what he said again. Listen to this.
Okay.
You
Hmm.
have to. You have to.
Exactly.
It's
That's
mandatory.
what I said. That's why I said he didn't ask him. He just said, "Look, this is what's going on. This is what y'all got to do." That's why I said there was no empathy involved.
Listen to this, dummy.
You have to pay $450 for a ticket, and that's for each guest. So we invited friends and family to our wedding. Tell me why everybody that we invited has declined the invitation. We already have spent 100, maybe almost close to $200,000 on the wedding. We have already pre-ordered the cake. We already put down a deposit for the venue. We've already got the wedding dress, everything. We pay for everything for the wedding, DJ, photographer, everything for the wedding. And what I don't understand is that y'all.
What I'm mad about, he ain't invite me to be the photographer for the wedding. That's what I'm mad about. If you going out like this,
Oh,
and I don't even know him,
Derek.
right?
Spend 400
Oh.
more money on stupid stuff, but you can't come out to support your family and your friends at a wedding. Like, tell me if I'm wrong. Tell it, like, is we wrong? We
Yes.
like let me know. Let me know. Because y'all pay for tickets, Beyonce tickets, $1,000 tickets. Y'all going to go meet Chris Brown for $1,000 something dollars. But when it comes to your friends and your family, you can't pay the ticket. Like, these weddings ain't cheap. Like, the weddings ain't cheap. Like what's going on? Like, I don't get it. Like, let us know, are we wrong for charging for a wedding? Like, I really, really want to know.
And then he talking about, look, and then he talking about y'all spend y'all money on stupid stuff. You don't have no respect for the people you love and care about, and it seems like you jealous that they do got money to blow.
And he dead serious.
He
And,
is.
and he dead serious about that.
And delusional too. Sit your ass down.
I know, right? Well, let me
He
ask you
trying to get
this.
them. He trying to charge that $450 so they can pay for the honeymoon that he want to go on. And I wonder where that's at.
Man, you should have took your butt down to City Hall, wherever town
Right.
you from or whatever it is,
Right.
and got married for free and
Right.
took that $200,000 and did whatever y'all wanted to do.
Start a whole new life. That was
That's what
enough
you
for
should
that
have done.
shit.
That's but that plan ain't gonna work. It's not gonna work.
Right.
I can't foresee that even coming into fruition.
Right.
You know,
And it seems like he's mad because now he done put his own self in a situation and he might be financially challenged after that. That's why he mad talking about y'all can't pay it and all this and that because they done spent the money already.
absolutely crazy.
You are now watching Situations, the podcast, where nothing is off limits.
So let me ask you this:
Okay.
him taking that type of approach, do you think
Mm-hmm.
that damaged friendships? Would you
Of
think that
course.
damaged friendships?
He wouldn't get a call from me again.
Right. I think it'll have
No.
a major impact on. I mean, I don't know about family gonna be family, but they probably be pissed off about it. But
Right.
your friendship, if a friend of mine invited me to come to his wedding, and I knew it was a
Mm-hmm.
$450 fee attached for me attending,
Right.
um, me personally, I think first of all, I wouldn't. I'm a decline. That's number one.
Right. Right.
Um, Number two, I think I feel some type of way. This is supposed to
Mm-hmm.
be my man. You know,
Right.
and you trying to charge me $450 to attend your wedding to be a part of your
Right.
special day, but I have to pay to see it. It's not
Right.
gonna happen. And I think
Then
that's
too, I'm like, do they got some lavish goodie bags. I mean, what are we getting for that? If that's the case, if we just want to entertain it.
Well, from what I heard, he paid for the cake, so it sounds like you only gonna have cake so far. I ain't heard him
Mm-mm.
say nothing about the meal plan or what was on the menu
Right,
or
right,
none of that.
right, right.
Mm-mm.
No,
That ain't the wedding. That ain't the wedding we need to be attending. Definitely not the wedding.
no.
Okay. Shit, we done pretty much ran through this. We doing these too fast. We get through these segments quick now.
I mean, because
This cut
just
and
common
dry.
sense logic, like
Right.
right, straight cut and dry.
This
It's
is cut and dry. There's no way possible, no way humanly possible.
right.
I don't think this ever been. I wonder have
And
anybody
then
ever
this is,
tried to pull this off.
have you even been to a wedding before? That would be my question. Have you ever attended a wedding before?
Right.
And
What
how
made
did you
him
feel about it? Because I just right, I'm just trying to see what made him
think he can pull that
what
off?
what yeah, what thought process he had about, I don't know.
I can't answer that one. I can't answer that one.
It's a hard no.
Absolutely. Absolutely hard no. Um, Let me ask you this then. Do you think other cultures have that mentality?
I don't know. I mean, for the most part, from what I've seen, I see other cultures very family oriented, sticking together. They're really big on traditions and different things like that.
Right.
Um, and more so, they have something set up, where they are sticking together and they do create, generational wealth and stuff in their families. You see where if 10 of them got to stay in one house and they putting all their taxes together or eating together money, they do that. I think black people, for the most part, are the only ones that are not, you know,
Right. Right.
standing on togetherness and family and culture. Not saying that some of us don't, but he's an example of someone who's just greedy and out for himself.
Right. I think other cultures they probably have. I mean, they probably pitch in. They probably do their their contributions toward
Right.
helping out. But when you actually asking for $450, then that's something totally different.
It is.
That's something totally different. That's a whole now you in a whole different ballpark now.
Right.
That's a like you say, that's a hard pass for me.
He ain't even in the ballpark. His ass is out the park. They not even letting him in. You stay your ass outside.
I mean,
This foolery.
that's exactly what it is. Because when I heard this, I'm saying to
Yeah,
myself, I watched the video like 3 or 4 times,
I know
and then
you
I'm
did.
like, I thought this guy was actually just joking or just playing.
Yeah,
But
because I
he
was like,
said
the first time, you probably was like, let me hear this again, because am I hearing this right?
right, basically, and then after a few times of me watching it and listening to him, then
Mm.
I see he's serious because he's saying it's mandatory. Basically,
Right,
he's telling you it's mandatory, just you need to pay this amount.
right,
You
right,
know, since when do you start charging guests to attend weddings? Where they do that
right,
at? Not only are you trying to charge them a car note.
right.
$450 to attend your wedding. That's a lot.
It is.
Well, I don't know what's wrong with these people nowadays, but it's sad to see, and it's always us.
Yeah.
That's the part that I don't be agreeing with or liking. It's always us.
And
We
then that's what
find a
I'm
way.
saying. I don't know. Like, that's what I'm like, did he run this by anybody else, the planners, anybody? Nobody told him this wasn't a good idea?
Right. I mean, do we even have a wedding planner?
Right.
Because, like you said, somebody should have said something,
Yeah.
and for his wife to even uh, go along with this program, she got to be just as bad as he is.
Pretty much.
Okay. So, with that being said, let me ask you this then:
Okay.
You know, do you think he should have politely communicated that to his guests?
Yeah, that's what I said. I was like, that's why I was like, his approach was all you being mandatory. You're not even giving people an option or a choice or explaining why you're doing it. This is just it, and you have to do it.
Right.
We don't have to do anything.
Yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right. I mean, like you say, communication. Like you
Right.
say, if he would have communicated that prior to the wedding date or prior
Right.
to this date approaching,
Right.
he probably would have had enough time to backtrack
Right.
and revisit it, rethink it, and replan it.
Right.
Now you at the door, and everybody just has declined.
But that's what I'm saying. I just don't think he did any of that because he's already saying deposits is put down for everything. You're not getting no deposit back. So
Right.
it wasn't thought out. He just, this is our plan. He talked to her and they was cool with it and they started moving forward on things. That's what it seemed like to me. Then after they got everything set in play, they wanted to reach out to people and it's like that's not how it go. Because you need to make sure you have a certain amount of guests anyway. You know what I'm saying? It's like you don't have no roundabout if it's 50 people coming, 100 people, like none of that.
Right.
You see, it just it wasn't all the details wasn't there.
Yeah. Like I said, he didn't think this through at all. Not at all. So that pretty much wrapped that segment up. That's pretty much wrapped this up because I don't know. I'm getting irritated over here thinking about this dude here. You got a segment today? You got something for the people today?
No, not really. I don't know. I guess my take. I just have a question. Like,
Oh,
what would people prefer? What would you prefer? Natural glam or um over the top? Because for me, I was, still second guessing myself whether, I needed to learn more things and stuff like that. And I was taking a poll from, people that I was just coming in contact with out on the
right,
street, just moving around. And everybody like, you got it. They were saying a lot of the girls that they're seeing on Instagram, it kind of looked like dragish, like drag queen. Like the makeup is too masculine.
right,
So I'm just like trying to hear the voice of the natural people out here, the real people that will want to do business or provide services for.
right.
I
Okay,
think I think uh, social media is a fairy tale land, and I think in there everything is over the top. So when you go on there, it's for entertainment, but just even a note to myself, you just have to have realistic goals and a vision, that you have, and not base it off what's trending on social media.
absolutely. But
So
what? Well, ladies, y'all heard it. Uh, drop it in the comments. Give us some feedback. Let her know.
yeah.
What you all prefer. What type of looks you prefer. Whether you that over the top look, uh, uh, or glam, the soft glam look. You know, just give us some feedback. Drop it in the comments. Okay, hold on one
Thank
second.
thank you.
Hold on one second here. Let me. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna conclude that we gonna make that for today's show because I didn't
Okay.
get irritated over there. This dude done pissed me off completely. I'm trying to. I can't. When I seen this the other day, I almost called you and say, "Come on, let's do the show today."
Mhm.
I said, "Let's do this right now." But why I had it fresh on my mind.
Right.
But I say, you know what? No, I'm gonna hold it. I'm gonna save it.
Hmm.
So, but yeah, absolutely, absolutely crazy. Um, any words, any encouraging words you want to give our viewers?
Uh, I mean, just take off what I just said. Social media is just what it is. It's entertainment. Don't let it dictate your life. Don't second guess yourself whether you're good enough or compare yourself to other people on here. Take your time. You know, run the course of your own journey and the things that you need to do to grow. and elevate. Most of all, keep yourself centered with love and peace. Keep love in there. Don't charge for, you know what I'm saying,
Right.
to quote unquote, you know, have a great lifestyle. Make sure you have genuine relationships in your life, and those they become priceless. That you can't put a price tag on that.
Absolutely. Well, that's going to conclude today's show. And I want to end, with one of my normal sayings. I know you guys probably have heard this saying before, but I use this because it means something to me. And it goes something like this: Never let a situation or a person stress you out. Situations can be changed, and people can be replaced. Okay, don't let that go over your head. So that's gonna conclude today's show. And make sure you guys get over to our YouTube channel at Situations the Podcast. Make sure you turn that notification bell and make sure you subscribe. Deanna, tell the people where they can find you at.
You guys can reach me on Facebook, Deanna Chester, and on Instagram, Miss Deanna. I'll have some more updates for you soon about the makeup and things like that. So stay tuned, and thank you for your support.